The arrival of Namakwa sand grouse at Bitterpan signified that our time here had come to an end. After 2 days and 2 nights being totally immersed in this wilderness camp, it was time to head to our final rest camp, Marta, which is located in the northwestern section of the park on the Auob River. We are 6 days into our trip, and we have yet to see a fully mature, black-maned male lion. We arrive at Marta, where our accommodation literally borders the dry riverbed, with a waterhole 50 meters away. I wondered what wildlife we would see here in the days and evenings to come.
It's amazing.
Two of them here. The meerkat, also known as a suricate, is a small mongoose found in southern Africa. Meerkats live in tight family groups called mobs, where everyone has a role. Babysitters, hunters and guards, all working together to survive the desert. One individual always stands guard, scanning for danger and sounding alarms, allowing the rest to feed safely. They construct massive burrow networks with multiple entrances, creating cool, protected microclimates beneath the harsh Kalahari surface. The giraffes of the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park are a fascinating example of how big browsers cope with one of southern Africa's driest ecosystems. Giraffes were exterminated from much of the southern Kalahari in the early 20th century and were reintroduced to the Kgalagadi from other parks, found only along the dry Auob River system because of its oasis-like trees there. These giraffes obtain most of their water from browsing certain tree leaves and pods, and have physiological and behavioral adaptations that let them go long between drinks. That's why they do so well in the Kalahari, where surface water is intermittent. We observed a number of incredible wildlife interactions from our balcony at Marta. We saw a number of African wildcats, and at one stage there were 3 sharing the waterhole. A spotted hyena also visited us, filling his belly with water before vanishing into the desert night. A few Cape foxes also came to quench their thirst. Most notably were the bat-eared foxes, a nocturnal, insect-eating creature with enormous ears that act like a satellite dish to detect insects underground. Despite its name, the bat-eared fox isn't quite a fox, and not quite a dog either, but a rare ancient lineage all on its own. It is the only member of its genus, meaning it split off early from the other canines. Their jaws are highly adapted to chew small insects rapidly. They are also the only canid where the male does most of the pup care while mom spends her time eating to ensure she can produce milk. Our time at Marta was dedicated to finding large cats. We combed the riverbeds every morning and afternoon in the hopes of finding them, and we were handsomely rewarded. The Kgalagadi population offers a rare opportunity to study how cheetahs, and other large carnivores generally adapt to arid, semi-desert savanna ecosystems which cover much of their remaining range in southern Africa. The cheetahs in the Kgalagadi have adapted to the arid conditions, often hunting smaller, more abundant prey, thus hunting more frequently to meet their energetic needs. Lions are the cheetah's biggest enemy here. Lions won't hesitate to catch and kill the cheetah, as they see them as competition for food. Cheetahs are therefore more active during the day in order to avoid competition with lions. We were spoilt with a number of incredible cheetah sightings in the Auob River basin. Tomorrow is our last day in the park, and we will drive from Marta southwards and exit at Tweerivieren. We only have one more day to find a mature black-maned male lion, and boy, did we hit the jackpot. On our way out of the park, we came across two large prides of lion, both led by massive males. The Kalahari lions are famous for their dark, sometimes almost black manes, which makes them look especially powerful and mysterious. The darker mane is the result of a mix of environmental, genetic, and physiological factors. Dark manes are linked to higher testosterone levels, which is why darker maned males are usually more dominant, aggressive, and attractive to females. The dark color is due to higher melanin production, which is hormonally influenced. Kalahari lions are slightly different genetically from their savanna cousins, shaped by isolation in the desert ecosystem. Their leaner build and thicker manes are likely long-term adaptations to desert life. Despite being a desert, the Kalahari supports huge herds of antelope like gemsbok, springbuck, and wildebeest, which in turn support a healthy population of lions which use the dry riverbeds to hunt. And in a land that seems too harsh for life, lions don't just survive, they dominate. In the Kgalagadi Transfrontier Park, lions are the undisputed apex predator. So it's our last day here at the Kgalagadi, and we've had 3 separate sightings of lions this morning. And right now we're on 2 males and a female. It's unbelievable. My time in the Kgalagadi has shown me one of the last untouched wildernesses in southern Africa. There are no paved roads, no crowds, no fences between South Africa and Botswana inside the park. Just endless red dunes, silence, and wildlife shaped by extremes. And sure, it's special to see the lions and other large predators, but what makes the Kgalagadi truly unique is that it gives you the opportunity to see southern Africa's smaller, more rare species of wildlife. Moreover, it was the owls that played a massive theme in our trip. We must have seen hundreds of owls in our 10 days in the park. We saw 5 different species in total, namely the barn owl, the marsh owl, the spotted eagle owl, the Verreaux's eagle owl, and the southern white-faced owl. 90% of our owl sightings were in broad daylight. At first glance, the Kalahari feels empty, silent, endless, and unforgiving. But look closer and you'll find a world alive with resilience, where every track, every call, and every landscape tells a story of survival. This is not a barren land. It's a masterpiece of life in its rawest form. A famous desert explorer once concluded that comfort dulls the spirit, but hardship refines it. Out here, life clings to the edge of possibility, and in that fragile persistence lies something deeply human, a reminder of what we once were before the world became too easy.